Huzzah! Zittle Dalekborn here, and welcome to another episode of a Minecraft of Minewind. I bet you're all wondering, Zittle, why are you not on Minewind? Why are you in creative and whatnot? Are you cheating? No. I'm basically actually on a different, my own solo, server, and basically I'm going to be explaining what I've been actually doing since I've not been posting that much. Is it because you're lazy? No, I'm not being lazy. I'm just actually, I've been working on something, a little secret project. Yeah, sure, whatever. Hey, shut up. Ow, that hurt. Yeah, you better. It better hurt. Ow! Okay, stop it. Yeah, I'll stop if you shut up. If you're wondering why I've not been actually, posting any recent Minewind videos, it's because I've been working on a little project. There is an event called the Building Event in Minewind, and it's the third one, which apparently that means I never seen the second or first one, so, I'm trying my opportunity since, when duty calls, you dutied. Does that make any sense? No, it doesn't. Alright, fine. Anyway, I've been actually working on this little project here, and I wanted to actually show you, I really wanted to actually do this, because the rewards are dragon eggs. And if you donate a couple of dragon eggs to it, you'll actually increase the rewards. And, there's first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. And the event is actually based on a new arena that they're planning, which apparently they want us to actually build it for them. I guess they don't have any ideas, or maybe they want to see how creative we are. Who knows? Who cares? Shut up! But anywho, guys, I was planning actually doing something like this, and I wanted to actually make it right for the arena thing. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I mean, it's your opinion. I mean, there's like hundreds and hundreds of players actually doing this, so if mine wins, oh yippee! If not, oh well, maybe next year, or maybe I'll never do it. All I know is it's going to be stressful because I'm doing it twice. That's right, I build a replica in creative mode, and then try to make it in survival mode. What do you think about that? I think you're wasting your life. Anywho, guys, I'm going to actually show you a replica of what it's a prototype. It's not the exact replica, but this is what it looks like. First of all, here it is. Behold, da-da-da-da, the prototype of what my little map arena thing is going to be. Now, there are two different arenas that are actually going to be built. One is outside in the west wing of Minewind, if you've ever been there. And if not, you should actually try out that server. There should be a link down in the description down below of the IP. And then there's a second one, which will be underground. I'm going for the surface one because I think everyone's going to be doing the underground a lot. It's, they're trying to hide their bases. That gives me an opportunity, but I could be wrong. Anywho, as you can tell, this looks a little, weird. Like, why is there 3 heads of whatever these things, which are actually dragons? I based them like red dragons versus blue dragons. Well, it's because since the area is going to be 8 by 8 by 20 high, that means very huge stadium. It's about like 6,400 blocks of dirt right here. You can imagine how that was actually a pain to actually build, or in survival, or whatever you're going to actually do it. And it's actually going to be 1 against 1, 2 against 2, or 3 against 3. I don't know. They're actually still working on it, but, hopefully they'll actually tell us what the new rules are. Until then, it's actually just dash duel. And let's start off with these heads. As you must know, these are dragon heads, sort of, maybe. I'll show you this example. Now, as you can see here, it looks like some sort of abomination. It looks like a hippo, I want a hippopotamus for Minewind, but no, it's actually a dragon, so deal with it. As you can tell, it has, the eyes, the teeth, which are actually quartz stairs. Here's what my idea is. Since it's actually, some sort of, oh, for the love of God. Since it's actually, like, based on, a spawning point, I basically studied the original arena and see how that goes. I had to make sure that, like, a spawn area is able to move out of the mouths. Like, if you start a battle, you actually come out of the mouth of a dragon. That would actually be pretty cool. Just jump right out and onward to battle. I made it like 3 feet high, so that way the player could actually at least jump. And all they have to do is just walk right out, forward. Unless they want to stay here and get adjusted or wait for the player to get through them. That's their decision. So I based it like, some spikes, some eyeballs, teeth, whatnot, just to make it look as best as I can as a dragon. I would say it's a pretty good job. Yeah, it's a good job. Yeah, and if you have your own opinions, well, okay, you have your own opinions. Now I also actually put them like in a certain pattern here, since there's going to be like, 3 against 3 battle, which is actually awesome. We could actually have like, 3 different heads. I actually measure them so that way they could actually all fit together and actually not like be so close to the wall or something. Now I bet you're all saying like, wait a minute, there's this whole patch of area. What if the players actually cheat by actually going right behind here? Well, don't worry, I actually figured that out. Since I actually made them look like they have spikes, that you could easily walk over up to the player and start beating him up. Oops, I didn't, that never happened, Let me just keep my sword out. I can't destroy stuff with my sword. So yeah, the player could actually try to escape by going this way, only to be realizing that the other player will actually come right after them. The player does not have to worry about jumping over blocks only to be shot out and be thrown back up. So all they have to do is just walk forward. Now, I bet you... Now, don't forget this is actually just, a prototype. There's going to be some little changes here and there if there's anything in doubt. Like, this is not going to be here. And obviously, I'm going to be taking these out sooner or later. Now, we're going to go with the rest of the things. Because, obviously, you know that there's, like, 3 red dragons. And then there's 3 blue dragons. They're basically going to be the same thing. They're going to be symmetrical and equal. And I'm going to do my very best to count them each and every one. If you make a mistake, like if I make a mistake, I'm going to be, like, restarting over. Because these heads were really hard to actually make in creative, and it's going to be extremely hard to make it in survival. I gotta shave a lot of sheep. This is not like, I'm not gonna make it lapis and redstone, no. This is gonna be wool. Anywho, we're gonna actually go with what we also have here. As you might know, I actually played Smite. It's a game where you play as gods, and I looked at the map and I was thinking, it's gonna be a huge map that I gotta actually build, so why don't I make it into 3 sections? In Smite, you actually either could go straight or take 2 different right areas, which are actually there are like 3 different routes. You could actually go up ahead right onto this Ender arena, which is like this small little area where there is actually a red ring and a blue ring with some ladders. You actually could be able to climb up by just jumping right at them. I made sure that the ladders are actually pointing equally by having like one area look at that one and this area looking at that one. So that way, it's actually equal and easy for anyone to actually climb up and climb up here. Now, when they climb up here, they could actually, try to take the high advantage of actually shooting people. However, that doesn't mean that they cannot be knocked over. For I made sure that the wool is not that very thick, so that way they could easily be shot off and fall down. And making the other guy actually try to get his chance, which you have to jump onto either of the ladders from this side or that side. Which, of course, it's going to be very hard for the guy who's actually up here. Especially when it's in 3 against 3. And if this doesn't actually work, I could always just remove this and we'll just have the dome. Anywho, we also got here, which I'm planning on actually getting rid of these because I think it's a bad idea to actually use these vines. At first it was a good idea, but then I realized when I was building that forest over there, that was actually like give a disadvantage. I'll show you in a minute. But these will be like pillars, which actually be maybe more than 3 spread around like in a huge line, showing the separations of each of the areas. That way it would actually be, I don't know. Why did I put them there? Anywho, I'm going to actually show you now the 2 other areas that you can go through. Over here shall be the sand, or soul, or maybe I'll put glowstone in the middle or something and call them sun. Anywho, we'll call them the soul forest, which actually is a forest full of sand. And there's going to be like a much more symmetric type of forest than this. I mean, it's like some missing spots here and there, but I will actually put some more and I'll make it less likely to climb up here. Basically, the forest is like, if you actually go into the forest, you'll be going around in trees, trying to dodge, and, try to protect yourself by hiding behind the soul sand, shooting the person, or try to get across a serpentine. Same thing if you're trying to actually escape, or try to catch up with the guy that's trying to escape. By the way, guys, the reason why I'm actually planning on actually getting rid of the vines, they were a good idea, like, for you to actually climb up here. However, I realized that you could jump onto these ledges, and it's almost impossible for anyone to actually climb up to these trees. And if someone actually climbs to those trees, they'll have a high advantage, and they will actually make sure that no one actually makes it up to the vines. So I'm going to be removing these vine ideas. So don't you worry, I'm going to make sure that no one can actually climb up here for the advantage. As long as they don't actually add the, you can use ender pearls in the arena. That's my only rule. Yeah. Now over here we actually got, well, sort of, a prototype. as I keep telling you, because this is not actually what it's going to look like, but it almost looks like an impossible... Pig! 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 Pig, you just walked right into that lava willingly! Anywho, with these, there are the lava geysers. Basically an area where it's actually have geysers of lava spewing out. Now I made sure that they're going to be like separated from each other, and maybe I'll like put some sort of water near the base entrance. Basically you will actually, go around, start beating each other up, and try to make yourself hit the other guy into lava. Or make sure you don't hit yourself into lava. That's like the first thing you should not do. And it's easy for someone to actually fall into lava, but it's also easy to try to get out. So I might like put some water like right near the entrances, so that way you could actually like try to fall back as best you could, or if you're already halfway in, you could try actually going straight for the other guys on the water. And maybe if I make it symmetrical, I'll just put water on both sides. Like the updates I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have these like leaves checkerboard. I'm gonna get rid of these stone slabs so they don't look like some sort of like a drawing of a blueprint as it is. And I'm gonna try to actually maybe make the lava more lava, but not too much lava of the lava geysers. So yeah, that's basically it. All you have to do is actually come from the mouth, go right, and chase after the guy. Hold on, this will not be here. This will not be here. Remember, it's beta. Climb up here, go straight toward the enemy, and then go straight down the enemy, whether it's from that entrance, or even go through the soul sand, or go through the lava pits, or lava geysers, my bad. Or try to face after the enemy that's running away like a coward by going right in here and beat them a little crap in the corner. And I broke this stuff. I need to keep freaking breaking stuff. But anyway, guys, that's actually my little sneak peek of what possibly could be my map event, or my map, or arena thing, what was it? If you want to actually make your own arena, maybe you could actually go on Minewind. And there's the event. It actually ends at February 5th, which of course kind of sucks that I'm actually showing you this video when there's like only 9 to 14 days till it's actually over, and then you have no choice but to quit and maybe blame it on me. But you can blame it on me if you do lose. So guys, if you actually want to try out the event, you could actually go on minewind.com, and it'll actually have I'll leave a link down below where it actually talks about the arena event, and maybe you could actually try making your own theme like Minewind Arena. Tell me what you think about this place. Do you think is there anything that maybe I should actually get rid of, or maybe I should add? Because it can't be so crazy and whatnot, but it's better than nothing. Until then, I'm Zittle Dalekborn, and I'll be seeing you, and you'll be seeing me next time. See ya! I know I'm forgetting something, but I'll figure it out later.